Hello, art historians. As you begin to work on your written field report or the planning for the field report, you might have some questions about style. In ancient art, it is difficult for us to identify just the style of the work. We end up talking about culture, time period, location. And I have tried to use this set of terms sort of together in a clump when I write your instructions. But because I don't always catch that, or because you may still have some confusion, I've recorded this little video. So later in history, when we get into the modern era, we have some styles like Impressionism or Romanticism or Cubism, the isms, that can very easily tell us a lot about the characteristics of that work. So if I say it's Cubist, you know a lot of things about both when it was made, what it looks like, who made it, all of those sorts of things. In the ancient period, we've got styles still. We've got characteristics of a particular group of works that help us identify the work and recognize other work that fits within that style. But we don't have the same kind of labels on them. So we sometimes don't think of them as styles with that name. But what we do label them with is culture, time period, and or location. Might be two of those, might be three of those, might be all of those. In the case of this particular figure, this Venus figure, we are looking at Paleolithic art, right? So if you say Paleolithic art, this fits into that category. You might get a little bit more specific and say Paleolithic sculpture, and that will narrow it down a little bit. As we move into a later prehistoric period, we get Neolithic. And this, in this case, Neolithic cave painting. We can narrow this down a little bit more and talk about painting from Çatalhöyük in Turkey. But if we say Neolithic, that pretty much covers it because we have so little art from the Paleolithic period that we can kind of talk about it in a group. Notice that both of these, the deer hunt, wall painting, and this small sculpture, these are both prehistoric. But we can, and anytime we can, I'd like you to narrow it down a little bit more. So rather than saying both prehistoric, identify this as Paleolithic and this is Neolithic. You can also identify them more broadly from their location. Probably I wouldn't get as narrow as Austria, but you can talk about Paleolithic European sculpture. As we get into later time periods, we start to have more artifacts from that time. So for example, here we have a style that we would call Sumerian, right? So there's, that tells us both the time and the place, because Sumeria is not what we call it now. And that helps us identify, we know the culture is this culture of Sumeria at this time, and we know it's the time because that's what the name is, right? Not Iraq. That helps us narrow it down a little. Now, as I said previously, I do also recommend that you narrow down your categories to form or possibly medium. So these are Sumerian sculpture or Sumerian votive sculpture, which is going to be really different than if you talk about Sumerian architecture, for example. And it would be difficult to write a report that includes both architecture and votive sculpture because they're so different, right? So the style of both of those, the culture time period, is Sumerian, but it's helpful in writing the report to narrow down beyond that. Now, I want to come to one other situation where we have, so this is Egypt. So this is ancient Egyptian sculpture. That's your culture, location, and medium as well, or form. So this ancient Egyptian figure sculpture is perfectly legitimate for you to call it that category, but in this case, we can get more specific, and we should get more specific, because this is also ancient Egyptian sculpture, but the subjects were treated very differently. This is ancient Egyptian royal sculpture, figure sculpture, and this is ancient Egyptian non-royal, right? Regular or more regular kind of folks. And in writing a report, you don't want to write about both of these. Now, for the first report, you're just writing about one artwork anyway. So if you were to say this is ancient Egyptian figure sculpture, that's fine. I'm perfectly happy with that. You've covered it. But it would you would have a very different report if you wrote about this ancient Egyptian figure sculpture. And occasionally we do get, in the ancient period, we do get a style that has a name, a separate name from the culture and time period. This is Amarna. This ancient Egyptian figure sculpture of royalty is done in the Amarna style, which is a very different style than all the other styles we're going to talk about. And so you may, going back to what you're going to write about, you may be identifying the culture and the time period, or the location, 2 or 3 or all of these, or you may be identifying the style. And depending on the situation, one of these may be more specific or too specific. If you have questions, I am happy to talk to you about your individual situation. You are doing a report for which you are including an image that we may not have gotten to talk about quite yet, right? And so you may need some guidance or some help narrowing it down a little bit. When in doubt, give me as much of this information as you can find. Thanks.